Hello and welcome back to another episode of the Hawkins Hellfire Collective. I'm Devin Grubb.
And I'm Zach Grubb.
And today we are talking about Season 4, Episode 3, The Monster and the Superhero.
Yeah, so this one starts a little differently from how we're used to these episodes starting. We're nowhere near Hawkins.
No, we're in Nevada. And you don't know whose house we're at right away. It just kind of like shows a house. And it's Dr. Owen's house.
Yeah, we see his wife doing dishes and stuff, but we don't know it's him until everything starts hitting the fan.
Yeah, because, the FBI brings a chopper and, just parks the helicopter in the middle of their lawn, because that's what you do.
Yeah, when people live in Nevada and they have land, you just park your helicopter there.
Just park your helicopter there. It's fine. Who cares about, their property or anything else?
Well, this is the government we're talking about, so they
don't care. The government
sure
as hell doesn't.
They do not give a shit.
But anyway, they're questioning him about 11 because when the cops called the FBI about the Chrissy murder, it made them think of 11, so they're questioning him about her whereabouts. They were told she was dead. They don't think that's the case.
Yeah, the new Vecna killings have them thinking that 11's out there killing people for Brenner. Which I guess they're aware that Brenner's alive?
Are they?
Like, they must be. Because otherwise, who would 11 be killing?
Them for, right? Maybe they don't know that maybe it's, maybe they suspect that they're both alive. Because,
Yeah, no,
so it's not that they know he's alive. It's that if she's alive, then he must be alive. Because why else would this girl be doing his bidding? Kind of thing.
Yeah, so Owens is like a boss, sticks it to the government.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, I don't have anything to do with this. I don't know where she is.
He's like, she's dead. I told you that. Like, he sticks to his story. They don't believe him. Because, they don't. And that's kind of where that leaves off there. And we go back to California.
Yeah, and they're all just sitting in Rinkomania.
At Rollergate, and everybody is either staring at Angela or staring at 11.
And they didn't run. Like, they just waited there for the cops.
They waited there, and, like...
I can't believe that they just sat there and waited for the cops. Like, this crew has run away from everything that could get them arrested in the past.
They were also waiting... I guess they were waiting for Jonathan and Argyle, but I don't know why, because they're useless.
True shit. Like, I just... I'm thrown that they would just sit there and wait.
I don't know, man.
And Jonathan isn't helping the situation at all.
No, but I do. When they get schmacked.
She got schmacked.
Argyle just brings me joy. Whenever we have to deal with Jonathan, I'm just glad that Argyle is there. Otherwise, I would just be angry the whole time because I can't deal with him.
Like, and that line is incredible. Yeah, that's why they're plastic, for when you get schmacked.
And he goes off, could you imagine if it was an ice skate?
You should have lost her nose if it was an ice skate.
Bitch, and he's like, deserved it.
This is just a blip. Blip, 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 blip.
Yeah,
it's so ridiculous.
It's so ridiculous, and I watch it, and I'm just like, this is awful. Like, I feel like I suffer from, like, slight secondhand embarrassment watching certain scenes with the two of them.
Yeah.
But they get home and Murray's there making dinner.
Murray being all domestic.
Hi, Murray.
Yeah, Jonathan's like, hi, Murray. Like, it's not the weirdest thing in the world for Murray to just be in his kitchen.
There in an apron cooking them dinner.
Risotto
that we said looks nothing like.
It looks
risotto.
Gross. It's really wet and
like oatmeal.
Yeah. I think at some point he's like, is the risotto not good? And Jonathan, high as balls, is like, oh no, it's fantastic. It's great. Like, dude.
Yeah, he also asks, can you pass the olive oil? Dude, that's wine.
Just ridiculous.
Okay, so I put I'm guessing this happens in this scene. He said,
Mike,
that she didn't look okay.
Yeah, she didn't look fine.
Was that in that scene?
It was.
At the dinner scene? She didn't look fine.
Because I think Jonathan says it's fine, and Mike goes, she didn't look fine. And it's like, dude, neither did the bully whose arm she broke for you.
Right, and this is, like, first of all, and Will even knows that he's being an asshole. Like,
yeah, Will makes a face.
Will looks at him like, what is your problem? And, I put, it's only okay for her to do those things if it benefits him. And that's what it comes off. His reaction to this whole thing is exactly what that comes off as. It was okay that she broke a bully's arm. It was okay that she made some kid pee. It was okay that she melted some brains.
Yep.
Like, that's fine. I was fine. I got taken care of. Like, nothing happened to me because she did these things.
Right.
But, okay, so, and also, she didn't use her powers to do it, but that doesn't matter. You know what I mean? Like, you've seen her do a whole lot worse, and that was okay, but for whatever reason in your head, this isn't okay, and the only reason I can think of is, like I said, because it didn't benefit him. He didn't get anything out of it. Right.
Like, oh, my life was in danger. Yeah, it was, and she broke the bully's arm for it.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, she was hurt.
Yeah, Angela, like, she made fun of her dead father.
Right.
And you think it's an overreaction to smack her with a skate.
Right. Like, okay, he didn't see or hear that part, but he shouldn't have had to because he just witnessed the humiliation in the middle of the skating rink in front of their entire school. She was humiliated in front of everyone. And he didn't have, okay, he tried to get them to stop, but that was after it was already happening for a good 5 minutes. Did you not realize that your girlfriend was getting bullied? And he says it later on in the episode about how he's been bullied. Okay, well, if you've been bullied, then why didn't you stop what was happening to her
And
sooner?
Why are you guilt-tripping her?
And why are you guilt-tripping her? Right, why are you making her feel bad for standing up for herself when you never did?
Right?
Like, she did something that he's always been too afraid to do, and that's stand up for himself.
Mm-hmm.
She stood up for herself, and he's not okay with it.
Yep. And it's fucking weird.
Mm-hmm.
It's just weird. It doesn't make any sense for him to be acting like this.
No.
When I had a thought and I lost it. Just the fact
Sorry,
that
I went off.
Yeah.
But it makes me really mad how he acts towards her, and at least beginning of the season.
That's your girlfriend who had superpowers, who has saved the world on multiple occasions and saved you specifically. Don't you think you owe her a bit of a benefit of the doubt? Maybe let's have a conversation before I start being an asshole.
Right. Like, talk to her. You know, don't be like, okay, if you don't like, you cannot like what she did, that's fine. But don't, make her feel like she is a monster. Find out why did you do that? Like, what's been going on? Talk to me.
Yeah.
That kind of a thing. And when he tries to do it later on, he's kind of, super snarky about it. Like, he's like, oh, you blah, 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 blah. Like, I don't even remember what he says offhand, but it's just like, you're not doing anything here. You're not helping anything. You're making it worse.
So then we get a scene with Vecna. We get to see his
lair.
Yeah, we see his lair. We see him get, picked up and brought into the air for the first time. And I had a thought.
The squelching tentacles.
Yes, the squelching tentacles. I had a thought when I watched that. When Vecna pulls his victims into the air, he mimics his own connection to the Upside Down.
Because he gets lifted up.
Yeah, it's the exact same visual motif.
Mm-hmm.
And it makes me go back to that conversation we were having in a previous episode about, these characters are dead. Yeah. But maybe they are still connected to the Upside Down, and that's what's keeping the portals open. Which would explain why Max, even when they save her,
the portal's still open.
The portal's still open, and she's still, brain dead. 11 can't find her in the mindscape.
Mm-hmm.
Because her mind is stuck in the Upside Down. Her mind is stuck
in the Upside Down. Her body's alive, but her mind is not.
Right.
Because he didn't suck out her eyeballs.
Yeah. I mean, if
almost
the
did.
visual indication is that, yeah, that would be what happened, like, because he didn't finish.
Mm-hmm.
So that would mean that the other 3 he took
are still there somewhere.
Their minds are still in the Upside Down.
Yeah. But their physical bodies are dead, though. So,
right.
Like,
they have nowhere to return.
That's the difference. There's no place for them to go. So, I guess they'd be free once Vecna was
probably,
kaput.
Yeah. Well, I keep saying...
That's going into, deeper things.
I keep saying their minds are in the Upside Down. I don't know that that's the case. It may be that their minds are trapped within Vecna's mindscape.
I was just going to say, their minds are probably...
They're connected to him.
They're connected to him. Their minds are in...
Which is why he asks them to join him.
Yeah, their minds are in him. Because he's doing... You know, because he's wanted... It's always been, like, a joining thing. It was last season with the rats and the flesh monster and everything.
Flesh Slayer.
He's all about, like... joining me, bringing people in. So this is him actually doing it on his own at this point.
Right.
There's no middleman anymore.
He's making them a part of himself to create that connection.
Exactly.
So that could actually be a huge get for like where we're going next season.
Yeah. Which
like that's how you fight back against Vecna. You have to break his ties to the people he took.
Yeah, which side note, we could be delayed with next season because of the strike. Because the Duffers just said something recently. Just a quick, brief side note that the writing doesn't stop once filming starts. So they will not start filming until the writers get what they are asking for.
Good.
Which is a huge thing, and that's a really big deal, and it's awesome, especially because Netflix is part of the problem.
Yeah.
And,
good.
And they're
good on you, Duffers.
And they're one of Netflix's. They're like one of the biggest shows on Netflix. They're kind of the only reason why people still have Netflix. So by them stepping up...
Sweet Tooth is really good.
Sweet
Tooth is very good.
We really like Sweet Tooth. I don't know about other people. So by them doing that, that's got to be... That's a huge thing.
That's a huge win for the writers.
Yeah. So
that's great.
That was just a little sidestep I wanted to take since you had mentioned next season.
Not going to go off on a whole tangent, but clearly I think we both stand with the writers and the writer's strike.
Most people do.
Yeah, like this is somebody's career.
Yeah,
they deserve to be paid for it.
Most people absolutely like side with the writers.
And if all the dumbasses I see on Twitter saying that ChatGPT is going to write scripts from now on, so we don't have to pay writers. Good luck with that, guys. Good luck with your ChatGPT generated TV shows. It's a thing. Is
that AI writing for it?
Yeah. Good luck with that. I hope you have so much fun watching TV shows created off the bones of other TV shows because ChatGPT doesn't have original thoughts. It scrapes information that already exists.
Well, that was a tangent.
That was less than I could have gone much deeper, but I'm not going to.
Let's go back to Stranger Things.
You know what? That'll be a fun segment. We'll ask ChatGPT how Stranger Things is going to end. I'll give it a bunch of contextual information, and we'll ask it how.
Read it on an episode.
Yeah, and
I love that idea. I love it. That we're gonna do that.
We'll try. We'll see what comes out of it. I doubt we'll get enough information for a whole episode, but it could be fun to add on to something else.
Yeah. I don't know what you have next, so we'll go with what you have next.
Mine's, I don't have anything until Nancy sees the whole group.
Oh, okay. So I have, I just think it's, Jason and his people. Oh, we're not killers.
We're not like him.
As they load up the back of their car with, like, wrenches and blunt objects. Okay, you're not killers. What are you going to do with those, buddy? I'm pretty sure you hit somebody over the head with that. You're causing some serious damage, if not death.
Yep.
So,
and Lucas sees that right away.
Yeah, he goes with them, but he's trepidatious about the whole thing.
Yeah,
and you can see that. Although when we first watched it,
we were very worried.
We were both like, Lucas, what are you doing, bud? That's not okay, man.
Are you that angry about missing out on the battle with Vecna?
Like what? Yeah, I mean, there's really, like, they bring Eddie some food. Gotta find and kill Vecna to save him, because that's super easy. And then my next big note is, we've talked about this before with the change in Robin. And Robin is very much herself until she gets involved with Nancy.
Yeah. I completely forgot that during the beginning of this season, especially in this episode, this is the Robin that we know from season 3.
Yeah. It's not just quirky Robin. She's quirky because that's Robin, but she's smart, and she's useful and everything. And
we still get that confidence.
Yeah. She's not just that like, oh, I want somebody to like me. That you kind of see like that kind of takes that turn. I
guess they just later on in the season they didn't want two characters girl bossing at the same time.
That's what I said.
But like, why not?
Robin doesn't change until Nancy gets involved. Guess you can't have two tough girls.
Yeah.
But yeah, so then we find Nancy talking to the police about Fred, and she sees the group and immediately knows that this is
upside down shit.
Yeah. This is bigger
She's
than
like,
them.
The acting during that scene is great, just because she looks at them and they look back at her and she's like,
she looks like she's gonna cry.
The realization that like, oh, it's not over.
Yeah.
Like, I know what this is.
Yep.
We do get, this is when Mike talks to 11.
Yeah.
And I will say, I know he's not helping, but I do think this is a sincere attempt to help at first.
I mean, he does truly believe she's a superhero.
Right, like,
with or without her powers, but...
She gets very upset that he literally can't say, like, love in any of his letters. He can't say I love you. Mm-hmm. Which, yeah, why the hell not, dude? You already did.
Right. Like when you were much younger.
When you were younger. Like, last year you did. Like, it's so dumb. It's so dumb. But, anyway, he does say, like, you're a superhero, even without, like, and I truly believe that he means that.
Yeah. And she doesn't believe him, because she truly believes that she is a monster because she's different.
Well, she's thinking that she is. She doesn't... Well, she still makes the decision ultimately.
She does, but she's still thinking she's a monster.
She is.
Like, we see those decisions as her being a superhero, but she is still so caught up in all the
You're
quote
right.
unquote
She's unsure.
Bad that she's done, that she still would see herself as a monster because of everything that she has done.
Yeah. So then 11 gets arrested.
Yeah.
And like
an adult.
Yeah, here's the thing. I don't know enough to really harp on this.
Yeah, me either.
To my understanding, if a juvenile is being brought in, it's not being done like how you would arrest an adult. Like, hands behind their back, handcuffs, Miranda rights, like all that.
It just seemed really weird.
It seemed very weird, especially because she didn't have a parent or legal guardian there.
Right, like there was nobody to like. I mean, I guess you don't need consent to be taken into prison, but...
No, but, like, same token, I don't know. I don't know the etiquette for a kid being brought to juvie.
Yeah. I don't know anybody who's ever gone to juvie.
Yeah.
We're not the experts on that subject.
It wouldn't surprise me to find out that cops treat children like adults.
Because
I already know they do that for certain children.
They do, it does get mentioned when, later on that, she's getting put into the system and then she'll be transferred to juvenile hall. So I don't know if that's kind of how they get you into the system. But I would think that you could be put in the system at juvenile hall. Like, why are you going to take her to an adult prison
and question
her, to do her fingerprints, to take her mugshots when there's a juvenile hall, which is juvie jail.
Yeah.
It's still a prison. Why couldn't you just do all that there? You can't tell me that they don't have the capabilities to do that same kind of thing. Because to me, that's dangerous to take a child into a...
This is also the 80s.
Yeah, but still.
Oh, I agree. I'm not disagreeing with you.
It's not like they didn't have them. It's not like it was, it's not like juvenile hall was a new thing.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah, and I don't know enough to say if this makes sense or not. It came
across
on screen as very odd.
Yeah.
Like, it didn't feel right what was happening.
Mm-mm. It almost made it seem like it wasn't, like, a real thing, like a real arrest or a real assault. Like,
yeah, like, my first thought when we watched it the first time and we saw that was, like, oh shit, did the government find her?
Right, like, that's what I thought. I thought they were, like, they were FBI agents or whatever, just, acting as cops to be able to take her in.
Right.
Oh, well. Then we get some bad spy music. We must be in Russia!
Oh, no, before that.
Oh.
They're on the plane, and there's people smoking on the plane.
Oh, yeah, people smoking on the plane.
There's nothing interesting to say. I just thought it was very funny to see people. Yeah, it must be the 80s. There's people straight up smoking Camels on the train. On the plane. That was very funny.
I don't even think you can get on the plane if you have cigarettes on your person now.
Nah, I don't think so.
I don't think they're allowed.
Maybe in your carry-on.
I don't know that you're allowed. I don't know if you can have them in your carry-on.
Really?
I really don't know.
Well, because I don't know if you can have a lighter. I don't think you can.
I don't think. No, you definitely can't because they're butane, and then you can't have.
Yeah. Like, I think if you have one in your bag, it has to be empty. Like, if you have a Zippo or something.
I think you're right. It either needs to be, checked or empty.
Right.
Because I don't think that falls into your, like, the liquids.
You're allowed this much of each kind of liquid.
Right. Like, I don't think, lighter fluid.
I don't either.
Is an acceptable liquid to have, like, 2 fluid ounces of. But it was back then. That was fine. Just,
no biggie.
Feel a little nervous? Here, have a smoke.
Have a smoke. Do you want some cigarettes from our cart?
Right? They probably offered them.
What was the old thing, like, candy, drink, cigarette? Like, do you remember that?
Yeah, I think it's usually, like, cigarettes.
Cigarettes.
Then we're in Russia.
Yeah.
Bad spy music. Because that's what it sounded like this time. It wasn't that, like, the typical thing that we usually heard for going to Russia. It was, like, bad spy music.
Yeah. Nothing about this is fun to watch at first.
No, because it's like they try to do this, like, big reveal.
Yeah, they
show him like in like slow motion. It's like, guys, we already knew he was alive.
Yeah,
like, this isn't
like you showed so like first they did that where it's like Hop is alive and he's working on the tracks. Like, yeah, we know, you showed us. And then they show the guy he's working with, like, slow pan to him walking over.
We saw him already too.
Yeah, like we know he's in line with Hop. You don't like what's happening here.
Right. We know they're in cahoots. Like, this is, come on.
So like they go through the whole rigmarole to, like, be alone and have a conversation. And right from the get-go, he's like, oh yeah, Yuri's a smuggler. And Hop's like, you really think we can trust this guy? And he's like, well, as much as you can trust a smuggler. And I'm like, yeah, which is not at all.
Yeah.
Like, Hop had Yuri's number from the very beginning.
The start, right.
First time we hear this character's name, Hop is like, oh, that's not legit.
Yeah, no.
Like, it's so funny.
And then we get the brainstorming session next, right?
Yep. Okay. Robin is smarter during this season.
Yeah. Well, because she comes up with what she said, does serial killers stalk their prey? Is that what she said? Or
she did say something about that, yeah.
Something along those lines, which we had talked about earlier.
Stalking like a spider.
Mm-hmm. And also playing with your food.
Yep.
Because they do that too. And we also, during this whole part, we see that the portal in Eddie's trailer is slowly starting to open.
Yep.
Like, it wasn't full. It just looked like a burn mark at first, and now it's starting to open. And we find out that Vecna actually, like, finds his victims.
Yeah, he finds them in the mindscape.
Like he finds them in the mindscape based on, I guess, who is having the most, like...
who he thinks is going to be most susceptible to him.
Yeah, because they're, like, he's, like, finding all these people, like, going through and seeing and hearing all these people that are having, like,
Here we go. And
hard times.
This is going to come back to something I said in, I think, the first episode when we were talking about, like, how quickly different people...
Oh, yeah.
So it seems like the big reveal here is that once Vecna gets into your mind for the first time, you have a nosebleed. So this guy who Vecna finds, the basketball kid, he has a nosebleed and gets Vecna within 24 hours.
But he attends Chrissy's funeral. So when is Chrissy's funeral? This is the thing. I don't know that his is as short as we think it is.
Okay, well, it's like, it's not 24 hours. It's closer to like 36 hours.
His is pretty short because we find out from looking at when they're looking at the files that Max has been having like headaches and stuff for like a week.
Yeah.
So it's like usually it seems like it's typically that long for everybody. Except for this kid.
Yeah, this kid just
because I don't think it's a week because I don't think Eddie's on the run for that long.
No, it's definitely not.
No.
And he doesn't like... It's not like every time someone has a Vecna vision, their nose bleeds. They show it as if that's the beginning, the nosebleed.
Yeah, because it was basically that whole scene is like I said, you're hearing all these people that are like going through different problems, traumas and stuff, and then it kind of hones in on this kid. Like I guess he's like replaying like an argument or something that he had with his dad, and it immediately you
smash
see it
cut.
Like smashes right into the car where he is in real time, and his nose starts bleeding, and it's like, oh, I guess that's how Vecna picks his victims.
Right.
And we didn't think about it that way the first time.
No. So, like, his turnaround on getting Vecna is like 36 hours.
Yeah, it's pretty quick.
It's very quick.
That's a rough estimate. We'll find out.
Well, because I think what happens is he was in the car during like midday. That's when they were going to get Eddie's band, which we'll get to. Then they go through the whole day, and then the funeral is probably the next day, and that night is when he gets Vecna'd.
But that's all that. But there's also the part where they're at City Hall.
He's already dead by then.
No, he's not.
Yes, he is.
No, he's not. He's not
Hun,
dead.
they rally because of that.
I don't.
That's after Jason sees him get Vecna'd, and he thinks Eddie is straight up into black magic.
I don't think so.
Yeah. I'm sure. I'm 100% sure.
I'm not. So we're just going to put a pin in that because I don't know that that's correct.
Okay.
Because I thought that happened after. Like, I thought that the rally happened.
So I think he rallies
Chrissy's
the town,
funeral.
and then they go shopping for guns. Yeah. We'll confirm.
We have to confirm that because I'm not.
Because, like, his whole thing at the rally is, like, you know, the cops aren't doing enough. Like, there's 2 dead... Like, we have another dead guy now.
Right, but I really don't... Like I said, we'll put a pin in that. We'll come back to that one.
So, also during that scene, we get to... Steve kind of throws himself at Nancy. Like, no, I'm going to go with Nancy and keep her safe. And everybody's like, I can't drive your car, dude. That's when Robin's like, I'll go with Nancy. And Steve's like, always the goddamn babysitter.
Why don't you have a license? I'm poor.
That's such a good answer.
Wipe your feet on the outside, not the inside. We get a really good Dustin and
I was actually kind of thinking that like that conversation might be where we end the episode.
We're gonna end the episode there. Okay,
maybe we'll see how we feel.
Well, I don't know how much I don't know how much more you have. I don't have a whole lot.
So we have those guys go to Eddie's band trying to find him.
I didn't write down anything about that.
They just kick the shit out of Eddie's band.
I know, just
because. He's like, I don't know where he is. He's like, oh, okay, I'm gonna kick the shit out of this guy now.
Right. And that's kind of
that's not unhinged or anything.
No, and that's where the switch in Lucas really goes off.
Yeah, because he realizes like, oh, this is dangerous. Okay.
Yeah.
They're gonna kill somebody.
Yeah. But we're not killers.
Especially because they give up Dustin's name.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, okay.
Yeah, I have to, like, he's my friend. I have to, I don't really, at this point he's like, I have to protect my friends. I can't.
Yeah. This is the first time we see the capacity for violence in Jason.
Yeah.
And it is intense.
Yeah.
And
it just gets worse.
It just gets worse and worse, and he is clearly the antagonist.
Yeah.
Like, outside of Vecna, this guy is the antagonist.
He's the human antagonist that the Hawkins kids are dealing with. Because there's multiple, if you think about it.
There really is. They were dealing with so much this season.
So they have the overarching villain antagonist of Vecna, but then each group kind of has their own personal antagonists that they're dealing with.
11 has Papa.
Has Papa.
Mike and Will's group have the government.
Mm-hmm.
The Hawkins group has Jason and his
cronies.
Troop. Yeah.
And then the Russian group,
government.
They have the Russian government.
The Russian. Yeah.
Yuri isn't really
Yuri has no scruples.
Right. Yuri, starts out as Murray and Joyce's antagonist,
yeah.
And then Yuri kind of gets thrown into, well, you're gonna get in trouble too, so
yeah, like you don't come out of this smelling very
right.
good, Yuri. You better like be in line with us or you're screwed.
Right. So everybody's dealing with a lot. But the scariest one besides Vecna is definitely Jason, because there are people like that.
Yeah. This is okay. I do have a lot to talk about here.
I was gonna say, I think you wrote a lot more,
because I have some stuff to say about Hopper. But before that, I think it's very funny that obviously this was played for laughs, but I think it really got me that when Joyce opens her airline food, she like gets all disgusted, and they pan into the airline food and then show you Russian gruel. It's like, airline food is as bad as Russian gruel from the Gulag, and it's like, okay, like.
Airline food is equal to Russian gruel.
Yes, like okay, that gave me a chuckle. Why are we making a joke about how bad airline food is?
Right, it's like, hey, we've never actually been anywhere where we're like gone far enough where we had to get a meal.
We've gotten like snacks though.
We've gotten snacks. When we went to Disney World, we got Stroop waffles.
Yeah, that was before they were everywhere. That was great.
We had never had them before, and I was like, what is this caramely wafer cookie? It's delicious.
I love how you get more eloquent when you talk about food. You okay?
I just snorted. I'm sorry.
It's true, though.
I love food.
I know.
I love food. I should start a podcast all about food.
You should. I'd listen to it. I would listen to that.
That's not going to happen.
I already listen to you talk about food for like minimum 3 hours a day. I think another for a podcast is totally fine.
Hey, when you're the person who like plans the meals for the week, it's kind of hard to not talk about food.
I know.
My life is ruled by food. And a 2-year-old.
So yeah.
All right. What else do you have?
This is where we start. This is where we start getting a little out there with the more human characters, because I will suspend my disbelief all day for anything related to the Upside Down. I have no trouble doing that. Mm-hmm. But here we have Hopper telling this guy, like, here, I'll give you my food for the day if you break the chain on my shackle, or like if you hit me in the leg with your.
Well, it's a
hammer. It's a hammer, right?
Yeah, it's the pick thing, and he wants him to like hit the chain to essentially like bend it. I guess bend it, or like
he needs the chain. He needs the chain to be bent so that he can get his foot out of it. His foot, mm-hmm. which of course splits open.
Yeah,
and
it's not a pretty sight.
And he slips through that. Like essentially. I wrote that he broke his leg, but he doesn't literally break his leg. He does ruin his foot.
Yeah, he's definitely got like some fractured bones in his foot,
absolutely,
and possibly ankle.
Yeah, like this is an injury so bad that it would debilitate him. He would not be walking the entire season.
To be quite honest with you, now that I'm thinking, like I'm picturing that scene and I'm thinking about it. You know how there's that little like bubble thing that I think that's his ankle bone.
Oh my God.
To be honest with you. Like, I think that's supposed to be his ankle bone that's just, like, not in the right spot anymore.
And, like, it's not like he's going to get any treatment for it, because they can't know about the foot, because if they know about the foot, he's screwed.
Yeah.
So, it should also be incredibly, like, gangrenous by the end.
It should be, by the end of his time in Russia, it should be gangrenous.
He should be losing that foot.
Right, by the time he gets back to Hawkins, he should not have that foot.
Yeah. Hopper should be down a foot.
Yeah.
And they just straight up ignore it for the rest of the season.
He just runs around the season.
He just runs around.
He doesn't even limp.
No, he doesn't. He does not even limp. He's just completely fine with this shattered, torn up foot.
Well, if you think about it, the same sort of thing happened to Jonathan last season. He should have had a broken back and been paralyzed, and he's standing up fine the next day.
Yeah, and we complained about it then too.
Right.
Like, look,
they're superhumans.
That's the thing. Like, your characters aren't in danger if they don't suffer consequences from anything that's happened to them.
Yeah.
Who in this show suffers consequences besides Max, who has like hardcore emotional and
she's got emotional trauma.
Like, she has emotional trauma, but like, how is anybody else affected by the horrible things that happen to them?
Right.
But again, emotional, like psychological.
Well, Max is going to have physical damage.
Yes, in the new season,
I'm pretty sure Max
absolutely.
is going to be blind.
Max is probably going to be blind.
Mm-hmm.
Well, unless she's not after they get her out of the Upside Down. If our theory's true.
Her eyes were like,
yeah, but that could
over.
Yes, but that could be a result of the whole Upside Down thing.
True. I will say Dustin has a limp at the end of the final episode. He's still limping.
That's true. Dustin.
So Dustin isn't superhuman.
Dustin gets to have a limp. Hopper, Dustin, who like fell a few feet higher than he should, gets a limp. But Hopper can have his foot shattered and torn apart.
And he's fine. He's all right.
I just need to work out until it's better.
Right, he's gonna do some push-ups on.
I'm gonna do push-ups on that foot. Oh my god. It's insane. Look, grand scheme of things, I guess this doesn't matter. It really doesn't, but it
bothers you.
It does. I will suspend my disbelief for anything supernatural. But this is ridiculous. The dude should be hobbled. And like, oh, that doesn't work for the rest of the season. Okay, then don't show us a completely shattered foot.
Right.
Like,
right.
why
did you
do that?
What his foot looks like if it's not going to make a difference.
Just make a point of the fact that the thing was bent and have him like, get his foot out. No, that hurts. Yeah, because he's got to like squeeze his foot through the thing. No, instead you're going to show us a destroyed foot.
Yeah.
I told you I had a tangent about this.
Did.
I told you.
You did.
So then we get Robin and Nancy at the library. And this is when she starts acting manic.
Yeah, a little bit.
And it kind of just gets worse from here on out.
But she does find the article.
That's a little after this scene.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but like...
Yeah, I put Nancy and Robin go to the library and Robin loses her coolness.
Yeah. She gets all fidgety and like not sure of herself at all.
Yeah.
And like... It's very odd. I understand people act differently in different social situations. Absolutely. It's just abrupt for the character.
Yeah.
And then we have the Dustin and Steve moment in the car.
One of my favorite scenes. So Max is at the guidance counselor's house because they have kind of come to the conclusion that Chrissy and Fred have that guidance counselor, or at least Chrissy does.
Yeah, they make that connection of Chrissy and Max are both seeing the guidance counselor. So like, let's see if Fred was too.
Right. And they're with Max is with Steve and Dustin. She goes in and Steve's like, okay, she's in. And one of my favorite lines of Dustin's this season, I'm missing collarbones, not eyes.
And it's so nonchalant too. I'm missing collarbones, not eyes.
And then they start
he's making fun
Dustin
of him for trying to throw himself at Nancy.
Going in on Steve about the whole Nancy thing. And Steve goes, "You shut up or I'll punch you so hard your teeth fall back out." And Dustin's like, "Yo, not cool. Not cool, man. I'm sorry. That wasn't
far. No, and Steve's like, "Was that too far?
Too far? That was too far. I'm
sorry."
And it's just, they're like cool about it afterwards, but like you don't get a whole. I feel like all of the stuff between Dustin and Steve is a lot of that.
Yeah, their dynamic is very important, not just to like the levity of the situation, but also to their characters. Mm-hmm. And I'm glad we get that showcased.
Yeah, like it's not as like buddy as it was in season 3.
Well, it's the relationship you would see between a big brother and a little brother when the little brother's getting a little older.
Right. Their relationship
it's very natural.
has grown, and but Steve is still very protective of Dustin.
Yeah, well, Steve is protective of all of them.
He's protective of all, right? Because he's always the babysitter.
Yeah,
they're his kids. They're his 6 kids.
So, okay.
What?
I already talked about it, so I won't bring it up again in our next episode, because there is a bit here that I thought was pretty funny.
Okay.
And you thought was pretty funny, even though you didn't want to laugh at it.
Oh, what? Okay, go ahead.
I said Hop's messed up foot stops mattering immediately. Hop should be hopping all season. I said that while we were watching, and it took a second, and Devin started laughing, and then she looked at me and went, I did not want to laugh at that.
I didn't want to, because it was so stupid.
Anyway.
But it was funny.
So, I feel like we've got kind of an abrupt end here, but there's too much to talk about to keep going.
Yeah.
So I do want to say, kind of my last note for this episode is about Steve. Because I have been reading Runaway Max. And we'll talk about the Stranger Things books later. Yeah. After the season, when we're talking about between the season stuff, we'll talk about the books. We're reading all of them. We're going to
need to fill some time, so.
Yeah, we'll need to fill time till season 5. So, interestingly, you get a lot of perspective on Max's thoughts and views during season 2. Steve doesn't come into it until close to the end, and yeah, because he doesn't they don't interact with each other until close to the end of the season, the last 2 episodes.
I haven't read that one yet.
Well, it's season 2. I'm talking about season 2. And it's interesting, the juxtaposition of Billy and Steve. Because Max just assumes when meeting Steve that he's going to be a terrible person. Mm-hmm. And he's immediately cool to her and protective of her. And even kind of like, yo, why is she the only one helping me?
He says that, yeah.
Yeah. So
how come the only one that's helping me is this random girl?
It's this random girl. And how she's incredibly surprised that when the Demodog puts its face down the hole to get them, he pushes her back. Mm-hmm. And grabs the bat to fight, to keep them safe. And it's funny to me, I just read those pages yesterday, but before that, I had written this note about Steve kind of being the big brother that Max deserves through the show.
Yeah.
And I feel like they're gonna miss a lot of character opportunities here. Because not only did just their interactions in the show make me think that, but clearly they've built that out in some of the outside material.
Yeah.
So
Steve I feel needs to be affected by what happened to Max.
Steve needs to be affected by what happened to Max.
Yeah.
I think that's really all I'm getting at here, is that they really have this opportunity to explore Max's character a little more in her relationship to Steve. Mm-hmm. And maybe even have that be kind of a place of healing for Max, especially post Billy.
Yeah.
I don't know that we're going to get that opportunity next season with what they did to Max at the end of season 4. And it's a bummer that that's an entire avenue of this that we're never going to explore.
We don't know what's going to come of Max next season, so.
I think the odds of her being conscious and doing things the entire season is very low. I think poor Sadie Sink is only going to get a few speaking lines in maybe the last episode. That's how I'm feeling right now.
Even with the time jump?
Yeah, I mean that's kind of where my head's at. I don't know for sure.
Yeah.
I'm just saying. So I think that's probably a good place to stop.
I was gonna say that's a good place to stop.
Yeah, if we keep going, this is going to be a 2-hour episode. No, that's an exaggeration.
No, I don't have that much for the rest of it, but I don't want to. I don't want to keep. If we keep talking, it's going to be an hour plus episode.
Yeah, so. And we don't want to subject any of you to that. We like you too much.
we go on tangents, so it'll be just some more tangents.
We know you can only take our voices for 45 minutes at a time. Any more than that's too much. We're overstaying our welcome. So, signing off from the Hawkins Hellfire Collective. This is Zach Grubb
and Devin Grubb. Dusty Buns gets it done.